Hello teachers! Welcome back! Let's answer the question, makakapag-work ba aside from being a teacher ng mga H-1B teachers dito sa US? Or are they allowed to work aside from being teacher here in the US? Mga H-1B teachers yan ha. Now, the answer is yes. Makakapag-work pa sila. Just like me. So what am I doing this vacation time? So as I have mentioned before, nakarating kami dito sa US like last March 28, and we have like 2 months already teaching here. So nakapag-teach kami April and May. So mga katapusan na ng school year. So at least we are exposed to what kind of students we have, what kind of community we have, and we really love it. Yes. So now, vacation time, June and July. So we have 2 months. Wala kaming gagawin. Kasi nga, pag vacation dito sa US, wala kang requirements, or you are not required to go to school doing, for example, brigada, or maglilinis ka, or mag-paperworks, or seminars. No. You have the 2 months for yourself, for vacation, to relax and all. So, ngayon, wala kaming ginagawa. Now, may email kami na na-receive from the district that they are accepting part-timers sa summer. Makakapag-work po ang H-1B, but make sure na yung employer mo is the same employer you will have for a different job. So our employer, of course, is the district. So ang district nag-send ng mga available jobs for summer. So my summer job is being a barcoder. So these barcodes, ini-scan namin to siya, tapos nilalagay namin sa ilalim ng mga furniture. So ganun lang ka-easy. So yes, makakapag-work po siya as long as the same employer lang po. So aside from teaching. Now, kasi naman kinuha ko tong job na to, it's because wala kaming ginagawa sa bahay, di ba? So anong gagawin? May 2 months kami. So parang naboboard ako, so gora na. So nag-barcoder ako. Luckily, I was accepted and doing this job. I have this 2 months, and this is very good opportunity for me aside from earning money, kasi yung pera dito is yung bayad or yung salary mo dito is in oras or every hour. So dahil part-time ako, it's up to me kung ilang oras yung gusto ko. So they will have barcoding for like, they will start at 7 AM and they will end at 5 PM. So it's up to you kung kailan ka magsisimula, kailan ka matatapos. But for me, dahil madami naman akong time, so nagsa-start ako ng 7 in the morning, and I end up around 2 PM or 3 PM. Pag okay pa ako, pag may energy pa, I will extend like 3 or 4. So ganun, no? So malaking bagay na din yun pag naiipon mo yung pera. Aside from that, this is a great advantage for me to know other people, to get to know the society, to introduce yourself to the people, because andito kami sa mga schools, nagba-barcode sa mga furniture. So you will have the chance to meet the principal, to meet other teachers, you introduce yourself. Malay mo baka may mga opportunities pa, di ba, na they are looking for some part-timers. Aside from that, no, aside from socializing, introducing yourself, mali-learn mo din kung paano i-handle yung time mo, to how to, at the same time, parang naaano mo yung sarili mo, na hindi ka naboboard kasi may mga pamilya kang naiwan sa Pilipinas, so mamimiss mo yun, magiging lonely ka. So I keep busy myself na hindi ko binibigyan yung sarili ko na malungkot. That is why I keep myself busy doing this job, socializing in a good way, meeting people. So very good opportunity siya. So again, makakapag-work ba ang H-1B teacher? The answer is yes, as long as your employer is the same employer you will have in your visa. And my employer is the school district, and sila din yung nagbigay ng summer job sa amin. So yeah, And is it a difficult job? No, it's very easy. All you have to do is just put barcodes on every furnitures and the schools inside the district. Madaming schools sa district namin. So, I don't think na matatapos namin to for just 2 months. So, 4 lang kami actually na nakuha dito sa barcoders job. Barcoding as barcoders. So, 4 lang kami. So, I don't think matatapos namin to. Kasi yung high school alone is so big. It's so huge. And there's a lot of furnitures in here. So, I don't think so na matatapos namin to. But, we will have another chance. Maybe magkakaroon ng barcoders next summer. I don't know. As long as we're doing our job. So, they don't really require us kung ilang furnitures ang matatapos namin. As long as you're doing your job. Like, wala kasi kaming manager or team leader na pumupunta-punta sa amin, tinitingnan kung nagtatrabaho pa kami or nagre-record lang ba ako. Wala. They trust us. Tsaka at the end of the day, nakikita nila kung ilang furnitures yung natatapos mo within the day. So, I'm proud to say, I'm the top barcoder. I'm the, anong term niya? Yung leader namin sabi niya, you're the top barcoder, slapper among all the team members. So, yes, we are Filipino. Kahit anong job pa ang ibigay sa atin, we are doing our best, diba? So, kahit barcoder pa yan, kahit nagwawalis ka lang, we are doing our job kahit walang, monitoring na nagaganap na papunta-punta yung leader sa'yo, tinitingnan ka kung nagtatrabaho ka ba, walang nagaganap na ganon dito. They trust us. Yeah. So, I like it. And aside from that, how do we time in? So, how do we time in? I have here my iPad. This is issued by the district. So, dito lang ako nagta-time in. This is also the same iPad I use inside the classroom. So, binigay kasi sa amin to, or pinahiram kasi we are coming back the next school year. So, how do I do my barcoding stuff? So, I have here my barcodes. So, ang ginagawa ko dito, for example, this classroom alone has 50 task tables. So, 50. So, I will count 50 barcodes in here. And then, pag meron akong 50, for example, this one, I have here another iPad, no? May app sila na pina-download. So, you'll just have to scan and then input anong school, anong item, anong condition, is it good, is it excellent, depende sa'yo kung paano mo pagkaka-describe yun. Tapos, ilan. So, that's it. Then, you input. After that, you get one of this and i-stick mo siya or ididikit mo siya sa furniture. Very simple, right? So, yun lang. Yung pinagkakaabalahan ko ngayon. So, I still have a lot of time for myself, So, everything here is paid. Lahat ng oras mo dito is paid. Yung trabaho mo, binibigyang halaga. At the same time, yung work at saka yung life mo dito, your personal life is all, balanced. They have the balanced life in here. Work balance and all. So, they don't require you to have 8 hours or so. Pag sabi mo, mayroon kang gagawin, importante, so they just let you, So, that's it. I hope I cleared the question already dahil may naririnig na ko na bawal mag-work yung H1B teacher. Yes, bawal po siya. Bawal po siyang mag-work other jobs na yung employer mo is not your employer. Kasi nga, yung H1B is road to green card, right? It's road to green card. So, from the moment na mag-file ka na or i-file na ng district mo yung green card mo, i-check nila yung tax mo. So, pag nakita doon sa tax, kasi everything here is with tax, pag nakikita ng government nila dito na sumusweldo ka, tapos, iba yung employer, nakita nila na may tax, nakikita kasi nila lahat yung sweldo mo, yung tax mo, ay nanggaling sa ibang employer at hindi yung employer ng H1B visa mo, hindi ka ma-owner ng green card. So, bawal kang mag-work to the other employers. So, doon lang talaga sa yung employer mo ng visa mo. Okay? So, thank you for listening. I hope you have learned something today, and I will share more about any topics that you would like to ask about being an H1B teacher. So, sa hindi pa nagiging na sa mga teachers dyan na nagdadalawang isip pa na mag-apply dito or natatakot, get out from your comfort zone and try it because it's worth it. You know, everything here is worth it. You can bring your family, you can earn money, and you can see the world and meet other people and different culture. Thank you so much, guys. See you again to my next video. Bye.